Well, hello. Welcome back. My name is Katie. I'm fixing all of my items here on my desk. My name's Katie. I do the New York Times crossword every day, and I share my solution with you so that, maybe you enjoy watching, maybe you're stuck somewhere on the puzzle. I don't know, but I've been doing the New York Times crossword every day for roughly 15 years, and I figured why not solve it as a crew? So here we are. Um, let's see, today is July 2nd. I have my delicious iced coffee, as I tend to have. It's the day before a long weekend, and it's a Thursday. I mean, the good things about this day are just piling up. So I say, let's go ahead and get started. I have pulled up the puzzle here, and I'm going to adjust so that we have everything we need. And let's go ahead and start. David J. Kahn. I couldn't be more excited. And do I have my music on? I don't, but let's turn it on. What's funny is I use this background music. It kind of helps spur the thoughts for me. And I kind of reuse the same music, and now it plays like in my head, so I can hear it even if it's not turned on. I don't know what that says. Anyway, here we go. Let's get started. Let's see what we got. All right. I feel like this is a very straightforward looking puzzle. Nothing of note at this moment, but we know Thursdays usually have some kind of trick theme, wink and a nod. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that could be, right? All right, so word with bar or bunny, I don't know. Unadulterated by plastic. Okay. You need dough to make it. You need dough to make it. Now, I want to believe this is yeast or something, but you don't make yeast by kneading. I don't know. I don't know. Bread, maybe. Bread. Maybe I'm overthinking. Let's see. Flying high. Skateboard trick. I don't think bread is right. A skateboard trick here could be ollie. And word of support could be yes or yay. But let's just keep that in mind. City center often. All right, let's keep going. We're just getting started. My brain is getting started. We are in day 3 of an incredible heat wave. It's like 97 degrees today. Everything works slower, including my own brain cells. Location of Sloop John B on the Beach Boys. Okay. I'm the wrong person to ask about that. Just chillaxing. Feta? Feta. Let's try that. Feta? No. Feta is goat cheese. What's often paired with goat cheese? A salad ingredient. Oh boy, I don't know. Romulus and Remus for short. For example. I feel like something, this 18 across is going to be one of the theme clues. And I feel like this could either be saga or epic or something. And I'm wondering if we're going to start to see a rebus in here. I don't know for sure, obviously. Hey. It also could be like, hey, psst, right? Hot dog on a roll. I'm thinking that is referring to a literal dog. One whose qualifications are enumerated in Article 1, Section 3 of the Constitution. I can't wait. Some college instructors. I'm thinking this could be like TAs. Something like that. So far, this is the only thing I'm confident in that this is going to be an S. Bird related to 46 down. Well, let's see. Second tallest bird. I would think emu. Yeah. And this is, I think, EKG. EKG, I think. Let's see what this is. Oh, no, ECG, because this will be cannoli. Let's just stay down here. You know, if we've got a little momentum, let's just go. Doubled, say. Nixon in China tenor. Mao. Nixon in China, I'm thinking must be an opera. All right. Disunites. Unties. Unties. Doubled. Like the Revolutionary War battles led by John Paul Jones. Oh, now that is naval, okay? Naval. So I feel like there is a rebus here today. Rowena's love in fiction. I don't know. ZipRecruiter listing. Job? Yeah. Job. This is going to be John Hancock. And again, that doesn't fit in here. So we're going to have to figure that out. Conglomeration. I talked about this the other day. Here we are. We're at the place where we see oleo here. And I can't be happier about it because we had oleo as like margarine the other day, but it's spelled with an E when it's that case. And I was saying there is another use of oleo. It's a different word spelled different. And by the way, fun, I don't know if this has anything to do with the actual meaning, you know, here, but in Italian, olio is oil, right? And so you have like the seasoning alio et olio, alio et olio, which is like garlic and oil, right? So anyway, long aside to say, we're going to have to let this marinate for a little while because there's obviously going to be shared, there's going to be multiple letter squares, but I don't know what they are. Angler's hope would be a bite. You know, an angler is a fisherman. I'm now wondering this, let's not rely on this because that seems weird. Oh, I don't know. And I also have to say, it's nice that this may be naval. This is John Hancock. It may not, these multi-letter squares may appear in a whole bunch of clues, I think, because there's two back-to-back that could have double letters somewhere and, you know, whatever. CBS drama, I think would be CSI. God, love that show in the early years. Those early original ones, I never miss those. One living an orderly life. That has nothing to do with organization. I'm thinking that has to do with someone who is like near an orderly, you know, like a hospital orderly. I do think this is acre, probably. Okay. And we know this name is going to be Hancock, and so we're closing in on the multiple letter squares here. Regarding, oh shoot, okay, this is not CSI. This is, because this is in re. I have no idea. What is this? Oh. guess what? We've got our first rebus square because this is NCIS. I was close. Same genre. HNHA. Okay, so something's going on there. We'll just have to kind of wait and see for a minute. One living an orderly life, I don't know. TV programmer's slate in brief. Oh my god. I have no idea. I'm not a TV programmer. Apple Store offerings. Now, I would think this would be apps. It is not, so I don't know. Let's keep going here. Kissed or whacked? Oh boy. Okay. Now, TV programmer slate in brief, I would think would be something like schedule abbreviated, right? SCH. Oh, hang on. Oh, you know what? I think these shared, the multiple letter squares are going to be. They're going to be the state abbreviations of the states that were at the First Continental Congress. Here's why I think this, because see, we're talking about the First Continental Congress, which makes sense. Here in the US, July 4th is Saturday, so we're celebrating our 250th. And I do think that this is going to be all of the states that were represented at that First Continental Congress, which is where the ratification of the first Constitution was debated and discussed and ultimately signed, I think. And so let's put this in, although SC, how do you spell schedule? SCHED. Well, I can't think of a state that would be CH. But what's this? All right, let's just keep that in mind. It's a good theory right now. Good theory. Like, I'm wondering here if this is going to be AL. Let's just try this, right? Okay, so let's try it. I don't know that Alabama was a state already during the First Continental Congress, but let's try it. Grenada Grandma. Okay, so that tells me that's Spanish, probably. Oh, Katie, don't be silly. Okay, so grandma in Spanish is abuela. Grandpa is abuelo. And we're still good here because guess what? Alabama wouldn't have been a state at the First Continental Congress, but Virginia sure would have. Home of James Madison, which we learned very clearly in the musical Hamilton, one of the best musicals ever. And maybe this is Ivanhoe because that is from... You know what? I'm not doing myself any favors here. But no. New Hampshire would be a state, and it does fit into Ivanhoe. All right, Katie, I'm so proud of myself. I got that one way faster than I thought. Doubled, say, got a hit, and disunites. It does end up being unties. All right, you know what? I'm pretty happy about this. Let's keep going. This is going to be tricky because there's something not right here, because CH... Am I just crazy? How do we spell schedule? I thought it was SCH, right? Okay, well, we'll get there. We'll get there. Kissed or whacked? This is going to be an S no matter what. Things to chew on. I think maybe could be cuds. But I'm not sure enough. Fail to engage. I have no idea. Simple wooden shoes. All I can think of is clogs. Pears used for cooking. Oh boy. See, with these double letters, it really throws a wrench in trying to solve. So we'll just keep going until we get another toe hold and then gets going. Okay. Ticked off. I think could be ired. That's nice, Phil. If it is right, that's nice, Phil. And it's in here a lot. Periodic survey started under Secretary of State Thomas Jefferson, U.S. Let's keep going. Chrome alternative. This could be the web browser or it could be the metal, and we'll find out. This is actually harder than I thought it was going to be once we figured out what the clue is. This, though, I want to say states is part of this answer, but I don't know. Uneasy giggle. What's eating Gilbert grape? I don't know that setting. Bug exterminator. Oh my God. Overdo it at the beach, say. Wow. Okay, I'm just looking for anything now. We were doing so well, but oof. Website that added podcast info in 2021. That's interesting. How do you answer that? It's not going to be numbers. Why do I feel like I know Jewish mysticism is just on the tip of my tongue? Musical with the song, What's the Use of Wonderin'? Oh. Doesn't let go of. Street Fleet. Oh no. Gosh. Oh, okay. This is the Divine Miss M, I think. Bette Midler. And okay. We're back in the game. Soft slip on would be a mock. Soul singer, Adams. I don't know. These clues are very obscure. American settlement until 1776, or a hint to 13 squares in this puzzle. 13 of them. Wow. Holy crap. Okay. Lots of. Doesn't let go of. Could this be something like this? Let's see if we can. This is going to be a tough one, guys. Kissed or whacked? Now, I want to say smacked. Let's take ired out of here. SM. Yeah, S. How about, what if this is like this? Now, what makes this puzzle so hard is that you cannot use the symmetry to help you with these, because there's 13. They're going to be all over the place, and they really screw up. Okay. they screw up like how you think about answering this, because you think it's like, oh, that should be so basic, and it's not. Really? Okay, well, this is monk, and I guess this is the thing. I have an issue with that. I've never seen this before, but okay. Solved. If we hit the button and it doesn't solve, I know where I'm going first. Father of the Constitution and his family. Let's just try it. Madison's, right? He is the father of the Constitution. Just mentioned him, from Virginia. He and Thomas Jefferson were a huge reason that Washington, D.C. is the capital of the U.S. and not New York, because they wanted the capital to stay in the South, what was seen as the South then. And Virginia still would be considered, I guess, the South. Not as deep South as like, Louisiana, and so that was the deal that they made with Hamilton. By the way, this is all history brought to you by the musical Hamilton, but that's why they made the deal with Hamilton, that he could have the bank, which is what he really wanted. That was Hamilton's big thing, was keeping the central bank. That's why Wall Street stayed in New York. That's the center of commerce, was and always is. But the capital is actually Washington, D.C., because this Madison and Jefferson said, all right, we'll give you the bank, but we get to keep the capital, right? And so that's how we have that split. Start to live and breathe as I live and breathe. Jewish mysticism. That's going to kill me. We'll get that eventually. However, this is going to be a rebus. I believe this answer is U.S. Census. The across. I just happen to be wrong here. The U.S. Census, I think. Now, because then we have Basque pears, which are the kind of brown skinned pears. They're wonderful as poached pears, you see. Fail to engage, still don't know. Ticked off. Okay. Spooky, because I think that would be a D, but we'll just keep going. Simple wooden shoes. Now, you'd think these would be like, I don't know. I'm thinking of the clogs that were like in the, Hans Christian Andersen tales and stuff. I don't know what those are called. Graceless ones. I wonder if this is like oaths or something. Let's see if that. Yeah. Okay, we fixed ourselves here. So Safari would be the Chrome alternative, I think, and that kind of suggests that this will be here, which does make sense. Ticked off. This is going to be a double letter, I feel like. I don't know what it is. Fail to engage. Boot? No. Let's keep going. Bit of lore. Tail? Let's try it. Let's just try it. Oh. Paula Poundstone. And this is a rebus square, which is going to be Pennsylvania. All right. Okay. We're doing it. Defeats convincingly. Something out, maybe. And this is going to be maybe titter. Oh boy, do we have another Staten Island? Really? It's twice in like 2 weeks, and I cannot think that I've ever seen that before, but I'll take it. All right, fail to engage. Bore. Okay, fair. And ticked off. I still don't know. Oh, Katie. Ticked off, sore, but not like a verb, right? Like the noun. If you're ticked off, you're sore. I'm wondering if this is something like Cabots or something. I don't know. Let's just keep plugging away up here. Printing size. I do wonder if this is legal because we'd be able to get the GA right here. Let's try it. I mean, why not? Well, the GA would be here. Let's try it. Georgia, right? And a printing size is legal for sure. I don't know if that's right, but let's try. Open mic performer often. I don't know. This might be a fool's errand that we just created here. Daiquiri. Flavor. No, I don't like this. Let's take that out for now. Let's come over here. Could maybe Iowa? I mean, I know What's Eating Gilbert Grape? I think that was Johnny Depp and Leonardo DiCaprio, right? And Leo played this kid that was like kind of mentally slow. I feel like Central America could be. This could be Patriots. Sorry for the barking. Because we have Rhode Island there, right? A priori. And I should look that up. I know how to use this phrase. It's obviously a Latin phrase. I think it means like first or the most important. It like takes precedence, right? If something's a priori. Yeah, see, I should have just stuck with that right at the beginning. That's TAs, college instructors. I was one. Bird related. Okay. This is going to have a double letter somewhere, I feel. One whose qualifications are enumerated in Article 1. Oh, Senate, maybe? No, that doesn't fit. Hang on just a second. I need to talk to my dog. Well, maybe she'll calm down. Do we think this could be IONS? I don't think so. June, stop barking. I love June, but enough already. Fancy Dan. Now, I feel like Dapper would be the choice here, but we would need multiple squares with multiple letters to fit that. Okay, I am going to say I thought legal might be the way to get this, but I do now think this is Saga. With GA, Georgia's here. Romulus and Remus, for example, for short. So Romulus and Remus were twins. They were the founders of Rome. In the story, as the story goes. There is nothing on earth so powerful as an blank whose time has come. Oh gosh, I don't know. Let's see. What do we have here? Fancy Dan. Overdo it at the beach. I would think burn, but none of that really works. Hot dog on a roll. I don't know. Okay, let's just keep plugging away here. Hang on just a second, if you would. Thank you. Okay, I think we're back. Yeah, we are. Okay, great. We're back. Let's return here. We know a lot more than we did. I would say something like Main Street here. And I feel like there is MA we already have. AI, IN, NS. No, nothing there. A word of support. You need dough to make it. Well, gluten. But again, nothing is there that would I'm going to take Ollie out. Initially, I mean, that is a trick. Oh, I wonder. Okay. This could be Les Mis. I've seen this before, and it does make me think it could be this or it could be this. So maybe I'll just leave this like this because there's more use for an S in this type of puzzle. Okay, this is BB for sure, so thank God. We got a little certainty here. 10 Hamiltons. A Hamilton, I think, is $10, right? Or is it 20? I don't know. Are we going to answer this clue with the bill name using that president on that bill? In which case, I wonder if it's a Ben Franklin. But how would that... Is Ben Franklin on money? I don't know. You know, I'm not rich enough to have Ben Franklins. Okay. Figure at a bus depot. I think it's ETA or ETD. And so we'll just have to keep that in mind. Daiquiri flavor, maybe banana. You know, it's better than nothing. George Washington's presidential status on February 4th, 1789. I believe this is going to be elect, and that would give us... Oh, don't do that. That would give us CT here, which is Connecticut. And that also gives us gets going as acts, right? Is Sabbats a thing? I have questions, but it's fitting right now and everything else appears correct. So let's just pretend that it is until we're sure. Unadulterated by plastic, say. Is this going to be something like pure metal or something like that? Well, let's pretend that this answer is going to be Ben Franklin and see if this gives... I don't know if it is or not. I don't know. And I don't want to look because I feel like we don't need a boost for a clue here. Unadulterated by plastic. I have no idea what we're talking about. Word with bar or bunny. Okay. You need dough to make it. Skateboarding trick. City center. Let's go here. Yowza. What? I don't know. Printing size. Oh, do you think this is pica? I've seen that before. I don't remember exactly why. It's like I don't know, it's like a resolution kind of thing. Good God. Open mic performer often. Well, I'm thinking of comics and I'm thinking of singers. Right? Like, what else could there be? It would be nice if I knew this. I don't know. Sloop John B. Please help me. Help. Just chillaxin'. Why can't I think of goat cheese? What is often paired with goat cheese? Strawberries. Salad ingredient. Oh my god. I cannot think of it. I'm drawing nothing. Oh, okay. I think this is delegations. So let's just... And I'm thinking this is going to be DE, which is Delaware. And this is going to be... Yeah? I think that is plausible. Right? Okay. Well, maybe we have something here. Hot dog on a roll. What could this possibly be? One whose qualifications are enumerated. Senator. Yeah? Yeah? And I kept thinking, oh, because this has to do with this whole theme that we're going to have a double letter. We are not. But there we go. There we go. Okay. And a hot dog on a roll then becomes a show off. Wonderful. Fancy Dan would be a fop. And overdo it at the beach, fry, bug exterminator, spy. Okay, guys, we're still in this game. We're in it. We're having to dig a little deep here. Okay, I don't know this. Last full year of John Adams's presidency. Website that added a podcast, or that added... Could it be like the IRS or something? Does that make any sense? Why can't I think of Jewish mysticism? I feel like I know that. Street fleet. Cars. Trunk part. Lid. So this could be the trunk of a car. It could be an elephant's trunk, or it could be like a chest, right? A trunk. What if it is lid? Doesn't let go of. Lots of. American settlement until 1776, or a hint to 13 squares. Okay, well, for a minute, let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we still have 4 more. 4 more to go. Okay. I'm gonna take this out. Am I gonna take it out? What am I gonna do? Odell? No. All right. Let's just keep grinding here. 1970 Neil Diamond song about an imaginary childhood friend. I mean, seriously. I wonder if this is like an ism, right? You know, like... podcast info. A website. I don't know. Let's keep thinking. Open mic performer often. I don't know if Pika's right. I'm going to take it out at the moment because I think it's just distracting me more than anything else. I wonder if this is man? Now, see, what's starting to get me is there is a world where this could be Benjamin. I don't know how you get a J in here, honestly. Ordinary. Now, I could think this would be like non-metal, but why? It has nothing to do with plastic. Flying high. Is it something like aloft? With bar or bunny? Word with bar or bunny? Bunny hat. Bar card. Bar car. Bunny car. No. Oh, God. We are stuck. And I'm getting... This is the point where I get a little nervous because I'm not making any progress forward. Could this... No. I was going to say, is this chill? But no, you wouldn't have chill be an answer with the clue having chillax in it. Oh. Could this be... No. I was going to say pear, maybe. But that does make me think about fruit. Apple and goat cheese, pear and goat cheese, walnut and goat cheese. I may need to appeal to a higher power to get this one. I feel like that is a key. And I have no idea what for short would be here. That's what's hanging me up there. There is nothing on earth so powerful as Anne, whose time has come. You need dough to make it. Raise? Let's try raise. It's the best chance we've had so far. I feel like it's wrong, but it does fit. City center, often. Skateboarding trick. Flying high. Could this be something like soaring? Now, notice, I put this in. I'm almost sure this is not right, but it kind of helps to recenter my brain a little bit, like make me see things with new eyes. Why do I feel like this? I was so sure of an ollie. That's been in here before. And I don't know skateboarding, but I mean, I've answered that before. Unadulterated by plastic, say. Okay. Well, there's another thing we can do here. So we know somewhere in this word there is going to be a double letter because I just feel it in my bones. And what we could do is look at what isn't here yet in terms of 13 colonies. This also, American settlement until 1776, that is the 13 colonies. And COLO. All right, sometimes you just got to work it out for yourself, right? Yeah, so here's my train of thought here. And I'm just going to fill this in because I can. That's lots of is many. So what I was going to say is we know that there's going to be, now there's 3 more double squared, double letter squares left in here now that we got NY. And I'm like, well, which ones are missing, right? And that can help us maybe figure out where we need to go. And so immediately I was like, hang on, this has to be of some kind, like colony or something. And it all kind of came together. So let's keep thinking in that direction, because I know for a fact that we can identify who the missing colonies are. Musical with the song, What's the Use of Wonderin'? Why do I feel like this is Sal? I don't know why. I thought there was a musical maybe called like My Gal Sal or something. Doesn't let go of. So this is 2. What kind of name is this? I don't know. But it does make me wonder if it's something like this for this answer. Doesn't let go of, clings to. And this more than ever, I feel like is right. Show of friendliness, maybe a hug. Oh gosh. Trunk part. I want to say it's lid. I don't think that's right, but I mean, come on. Are you kidding me? What is this? Could this be Shiloh or something? I don't know how much, if this is cling to, but last full year of John Adams's presidency. What? I don't even know what kind of word we're looking for there. All right. Now, what I'm thinking here is this could be 3 words, like my something Sal, or it's something Sousal. Neil Diamond, why have you become so important? So you can see, if you're looking at the time, I'm 47 minutes into this, so good God. Jewish mysticism. And now I'm thinking about, like, could this be like, it's carousel, Katie, carousel. Okay, thank God. Rim? Do you see why? Why is it so hard? We get one answer and then, and this is going to be the last. Is this going to be like in Roman numerals or something? Are you kidding me? I am B. I don't know. Jewish mysticism. It does make me wonder if this is going to be like cabal, you know, like if that's where we get the actual the word, you know. Cabal is like a quiet, small group of secretive group of people. And this, why this would be in Roman numerals, I honestly don't know. Trunk part. All right, let's be honest. Could it be rib? Could it be rig? GHIJKLM. Rim. NOPQRSTUVW. XYZ. Okay, well, at least we have this. Could this be Oleta? Now, I'm going to look this up just to see if that is an actual name. And it is. Okay, okay. I don't count that as a clue. I count that as a check because there was no way I was going to know that, okay? I am going to check this as well. Yeah, let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. I am DB. Okay. Well, I'm kind of glad we checked because, you know. Yeah. Okay. And while I'm here, I'm just going to check this because I want to see if this is going to be cabals. Kabbalah. And isn't that what Madonna studied like back in the day? But I thought it was spelled differently. Street Fleet. Honest to God. What could this be? I'm going to look this up. I've had enough. You know what? I've had enough. That is the correct answer. Now, somebody please help me understand this. Trunk part. Ugh. It's the trunk like the torso. Ugh. Okay. I started out being so excited that we got this clue, and now it's nothing but problems. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have one more. I feel strongly it is going to be here. I got to look this one up too. All right. I'm looking. Okay. This is where we were going to get creamed. Right here. I should have known. Whenever there's a record in the clue, it's going to be something stupid like this. There is nothing on earth so powerful as an Inca. Could it be? going to take this out. Why does this feel? I'm going to take that out because I'm still questioning. Yowza. Yeah, see? I think this is man. Defeats convincingly. Is this going to be one of those aces out thing? This is pica. Here's what I don't understand. How do we get this? All right. Let's rethink. Ordinary. Plain. Jane. You need dough to make it. Pasta. Ugh. I mean, so true. Which would mean this is EN. Katie, don't do that. Flying high. Trippy? Trippy? Tea bar. Bunny tea. Bunny. Well, I don't understand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That should be all of them. What if this is yes or yay? You know? Let's try it. I don't think this is right. City center. Okay, we got to do a little more checking here. I'm just checking ones. Okay. All right. I'm glad we checked. Should I have gone with my initial instinct? Yeah. Now, what I don't get... Oh. Okay. There we go. So this is going to be plain Jane. This is going to be Ollie, which I thought. Plaza. Bunny hop. Bar hop. All metal? All metal? Okay, whatever. At least we're going to get this in an hour. Open mic performer. Just chillaxing. Romulus and Remus. Oh boy. Salad ingredient often paired with goat cheese. Why can I not? I've run through all of my options. Open mic performer. All right, I'm gonna look this one up. let's see what's even. Oh my God. Not wrong. So true. Oh, this is idle. I mean, okay. Open mic performer, poet, and idea. All right, well, listen. I'm gonna take this as a win because, we can. Let's go back to the puzzle and note we got it under an hour. Yes. I will say that I like the theme of this. This feels Thursday worthy to me. I love it. This is like the first Thursday in a long time where I feel like the amount of challenge is appropriate for a Thursday. So I'm very satisfied with it. I want to wrestle with a Thursday. And so what we have here is a celebration of the United States and the founding of the United States, which is extremely appropriate for this week. Wow, this was just way harder than I expected it to. I have a couple beefs, but they are minor because mostly my frustration is just, I will say, up here, it felt like Romulus and Remus, for example, for short. This is correct. But that is so hard to shift your mind. And I feel like these Latin ancient kind of nods to like Roman lore and stuff are getting mixed up with like the current day slang and stuff like that. That happens here. Like, would I call them sibs ever? No, I suppose that's part of the trick of it. So congratulations. But here, last full year of John Adams' presidency, there is no nod in the clue to tell you you're looking for a Roman numeral to represent the year. Again, I feel like this was a little unfair, first of all. And then I should have known that it was going to be a shared square because M is 1000 and C is 100, I think. And so you've got 1,300. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, so I feel like that was a little bit of vagary, unnecessary. I will say my favorite one in this, I have a couple favorites, but Ivanhoe, that's a great answer to that clue when you have this theme. So I'm all for Ivanhoe. And honestly, I didn't even know that was like, I had to really think back. That is classic literature, but a genius. I also really liked the theme answers that related to the founding of America or the founding fathers. So the fact that we have the US Census in here, delegations has a couple nods to the states, the early states, Colony does, Madison. I really liked when those fit in. In fact, they mostly fit Benjamin, right? They mostly fit in the acrosses. It's the downs where they seem completely just randomly thrown in, and they're really not. John Hancock, right? How could you have a discussion of the First Continental Congress and the signing of the Constitution if you don't talk about John Hancock? So I did like that very much. This is the only clue, I think, 42 across, that I feel like a miss. That was a swing and a miss on the constructor part. We could have probably come up with something better for John Adams or another one of the founding fathers. We don't see Hamilton in here at all. And we maybe could have come up with something that wasn't quite the stretch you needed to make to get this answer. I will be honest, the rest of it, I'm just annoyed that I didn't have the wherewithal to be able to get it without checking, but I'm still going to take it as a win because I solved the theme, and I hung in there long enough to actually solve the puzzle. And let's just take a quick look at the statistics. So, congratulations to the constructor who really got me on this one. Yeah, you can see that the Thursdays really, for me, trend right in here. I'm curious to see what happens to the average because, boy, we blew that out, doubled it, and then some. So that is okay. That's okay by me. So anyway, there we are. We did it. We solved it. It's a satisfying Thursday. It's relevant to this week. Everything I hoped for in this puzzle today. Everything I hoped for. So with that, I mean, this is epically long. I did not expect that it would take over an hour to do this. But, tomorrow's a day off for me and for many of my friends, even those who work in the like hardcore for profit corporate world have tomorrow off to celebrate July 4th. So with that, I'm going to end this here, but thanks for joining. If you hung in here this long, this was a real hard one. So we'll see. If you had the aha moment earlier or have any comments about any of the clues, tell me your favorite one. Tell me your most annoyed one in the comments for sure. Think about liking and subscribing. I'm trying to get the word out that I do this every day. Mostly because it's just fun to solve, even with the idea of other people there for the journey. So until I will be back tomorrow on the day off to do the Friday and hopefully pull it together and solve it in a more average time. But until then, stay cool. Most of the US is baking in this heat wave. And wherever you are in the world, probably you are baking too. Yeah, and happy Thursday, happy end of the week to those in the US. And I also heard that maybe yesterday was Canada Day. So shout out to Canada Day. We're celebrating a lot of countries that are good and worthy of celebration. So until tomorrow, I'll see you Friday for the Friday puzzle, but have a good end of your work week if that applies to you, and keep it cool. We'll see you tomorrow.